Okay. All right. So, like we were talking about on the podcast today, we're going to talk about very briefly about manipulating a joint to kind of reduce the power, what he's got going on. Half guard's a perfect example. So what we're going to do, Bill, we're going to rotate this way so Carrie can watch the hook. So again, upper belts know this, but this is a good review. So if I'm in half guard here and Bill's putting some heat on me, I'm getting chest to chest, this sucks. And there's nothing much stopping him from doing this to me. But if I feel like it's going to happen, if I can switch a hook here to the outside hook, and I rotate his hip internally, now go ahead and try to put that pressure down. What does that feel like?
Yeah, I'm binding at the hip.
He's binding at the hip, and it's hard for him to advance his pressure. And it allows me to do a lot more with that, to control the lever, where we can do the classic kind of bump him over, pull this up, and do the classic sweep with that. But the whole idea is to turn his hip into internal rotation. Another example of that. So if Bill has me in side control. So if Bill's coming in side control on me, this is the classic kind of underhook escape. Ideally, I would have blocked the crossface too. I'm going to bump him here. A lot of people go for the single leg. And if you look, if Bill rotates, if I just kind of grab here, he's going to sprawl. And there's nothing I can do to stop that. But if I have the presence of mind to do this and internally rotate his hip as I come up and pressure, I can push him down really easily like that. So it's a question of getting the hip internally rotated. But those are two good examples. Now, the last one we'll talk about is the spine. So if I have Bill down on his back, let's say I've done the passing sequence that we were talking about from half guard, where I got the cross face, pulled him in, he's locking me up, walking up, pushing over to 3/4. Now he's really locking me down here. His hips are turned toward the opposite wall. So I can grab his tricep here in his chin and turn his head this way, and he'll open right up because I've turned the spine the opposite way of his hip. So again, if his hips are here and I turn his head this way, his spine wants to rotate and open up. So I'm just showing you guys this so you can work smarter and not harder. So remember that. Remember the hip internal rotation and getting the spine off alignment is really helpful. What do you got to add?
He's going to get kissed in the mouth after this.
You can only hope.